The Detroit Pistons season so far has been an absolute disaster. There's no other way to put it. Obviously, it's one that they're going to want to forget about as soon as possible. However, it's really hard to do that considering, look at the record. It's kind of hard to consider just forgetting about that. Either way, hopefully the Pistons have a bright future going forward, and I think they will with Cade, Cunningham, Jalen, Duren, Ivy, and Ausar Thompson as their building blocks for the future. However, they still got to make some moves now, like with Bogdanovich, make some trades. But either way, that's not the point of today's video. Because as you can see by the title of this video and what you're looking at on screen right now, I had decided to put Shaquille O'Neal on today's Detroit Pistons roster to save their season. Yes, I put Shaquille O'Neal on the Detroit Pistons roster to hopefully lead them towards winning an NBA championship. Now, is that obviously going to happen with Shaq on the roster? Well, you never know. That's what we're here to find out here on NBA 2K24. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let's get into the video and let's get started. Now, obviously, putting Shaq on any team, you're going to be a better team. Not Celtic Shaq, though. That's a story for another time. Either way, I'm putting a prime Shaq, so I'm talking about Lakers Shaq and all that, on this Detroit Pistons roster, and hopefully we do pretty good. Let's change the rotation here. I'm just going to have the coach change it. I don't really have any say in this at all. So here's what they're going to be rocking with this year. They have Cade Cunningham at the 1, Jaden Ivey at the 2, Ausar Thompson at the 3, Isaiah Stewart at the 4, and Shaq, of course, at the 5. We got Jalen Duren off the bench because they can't really play together. Otherwise, if I potentially play him at the 4, but the thing is, though, he can't shoot. But either way, I really like his future, but that's not the point. Bogdanovich is also off the bench. We got Monte Morris and Alec Burks and Danilo Gallinari. So I actually forgot that they even traded for Gallinari. The trade, they made a huge trade and everything, but this wasn't really, a huge deal. Either way, let's see how well this Detroit Pistons roster does with Shaq on the roster. I'll update you guys at the All-Star break, and hopefully things are looking up for us. I'll see you guys soon. So we're here at the All-Star break, and of course we end up with Shaquille O'Neal on the roster. That's great for us. I doubt anyone else made the team. Yeah, that's what I thought, but we end up with Shaq, and that's all that you really wanted to have happen here. And at this point in the season here, we're 36-14. We're atop the Eastern Conference, which is absolutely great for us. We're 2 games ahead of the Philadelphia 76ers. We're on a 3-game winning streak. We're 22-5 at home, so we're doing absolutely amazing. There's no other way to put it. 57 rebounds a game. That's definitely a lot of it because of Shaq. Either way, things are looking great for us. Hopefully we can continue the success for the rest of the season. I'm assuming with the rest of the season now, update you guys with all the awards and the stats before we head into the playoffs. I'll see you guys soon. Jokic is your MVP this year. We got, of course, Victor, Rookie of the Year. Russell Westbrook, 6th man for the Clippers. Shaq is our Defensive Player of the Year. We'll check out all his stats momentarily. And looks like we do end up with Shaq on the All-NBA first team, so that is great for us. Nothing too crazy on any of these other players here. Shout out Victor being on the All-NBA third team. And of course, we end up with Shaq on the All-Defensive first team as well. So let's check out all the player stats here while we have the opportunity to do so before we get into the playoffs here. Shaq led the way in scoring for us. He had 23 points and he pretty much 15 rebounds a game, 5 assists, and 2 blocks. So that is just absolutely crazy. Cade was next. He had 20 points and 5 assists a game. Bogdanovich averaged 15 points this season for us. Ivy had 12 points and 5 assists. Jalen Duren, despite coming off the bench behind Shaq, still put up 12 points and 10 rebounds. So there's nothing to be mad about that. And at the end of the season here, we went 60-22, first seed out in the Eastern Conference. We were 33-8 at home and 27-14 on the road, 120 points a game. So you can clearly say, just by this, that by putting Shaq on this roster, we are a much better team. But the thing is, though, the season is not over because we have not achieved the goal of he can truly save this team. And somehow, obviously, the Boston Celtics were actually only the 8th seed this year. I don't know what to say about that. So we're going to be taking them on in the first round of playoffs. Yeah, this is the exact same team as in real life. So this is not an easy task by any means at all. In game 1, though, we do come out on top. Shaq does his thing. Big game from the Celtics, but Shaq was able to put us over the top. We do win game 2 as well. Bogdanovich and Jalen Duren. Shaq almost had triple-double. Look at that stat line. Jeez. Tatum does 35, though. But we were up 2-0 against the Celtics. Make that 3-0. Jalen Brown drops 30, but that is not enough. Shaq, just look at that game. 25 points, 19 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals, and 5 blocks. What in the world. Shaq, and we actually ended up sweeping the Boston Celtics. Shaq is just too much for the Celtics there in the first round. We're going to be taking on the Cleveland Cavs in the second round. We do end up losing the first game. Donovan Mitchell drops 43 against us. And in game number 2, we also lose that one. So we're in some tough water here. Shaq doing his thing, but we are having some difficulties against the Cleveland Cavaliers. We do lose yet another one. We're down 3-0 in the series. That is not good. Can we make the comeback? We do win the next one, 135-86. We blow them out of the water. Shaq drops 33 points, 23 rebounds, 8 assists, 2 steals, and 6 blocks in that one. Jeez, Shaq. In the next game, we end up losing in the next round versus the Cleveland Cavaliers. In the finals is the Sixers and the Suns, and the Sixers actually end up on top with Joel Embiid as your finals MVP. So if you all enjoyed the video, please be sure to like, subscribe for future content. It looks like even though you put Shaq on this team, we still made it into the second round of playoffs, and obviously that's pretty good in itself. But the thing is, though, the ultimate goal of winning an NBA championship with by putting Shaq on this roster definitely didn't pan out. So obviously, Shaq made the team better, but it wasn't enough to put them over the top and make them win an NBA championship. So I'm going to have to say that this was a failure, although really was a failure? No, not really. But Shaq did incredible. Those games, dude, he's been working those stats. Anyways, I'll catch you guys in the next video, and I hope you all have a great day.